Aye. What is good? What is happening, everybody? My name is C.
And my name is Notion. What's up?
And welcome to episode 43 of Bad Habits, the podcast.
43?
We got down in the building.
As always.
Everyone bless?
Yes, sir.
Everyone is blessed. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I learned? There was a, I don't know why I said bless. My first thought was bless us. And then I realized where that's from. There was this Jamaican, like, what was that Jamaican thing you were watching? Do you remember?
It was a Jamaican stream. Just a live music stream.
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour live music stream where they had Jamaican artists from different places, meaning wasn't from the same stage all the time, perform a bunch, including Savannah, the chick that I love that I talk about here a bunch. And when there was one lady that was like, they cut to her and she'd like introduce it, and she's in like some sort of stage and then or whatever set, and then they go to the person. And then either one of the artists said it or that lady said it, and they said the us when they were talking about something. I forgot what the example was. I was like, Tiff didn't even hear. I was like, yo, that's where Toronto comes get it from.
Yes, everything comes from Jamaica.
Everything. Like, we
Full
knew
jack.
everything came from it, but
Full
it was
jack.
like full jack. Craig is in the
It's
building.
good to see it in its natural habitat, isn't it?
Right?
When it just comes out, off the cuff, it's just, it makes it like, oh, it's actually Israel.
Yeah. I thought it was just dumbass Scarborough shit or whatever the fuck. And I mean that in the most respectful way because I banged with Scarborough, but like just silly fuckery.
Funny man hood talk, yeah.
Yeah, funny man. It was a real thing. So that was just my little.
There's a lot of that. It's a lot of good stuff.
Craig's in the
Good-
building.
good talks.
Yeah, exactly. Craig, what's good, my G? Hope everything is
What up,
blessed. Yeah,
CV? What it do? What it do?
Notion, what are you putting in your face hole tonight?
Well, decided to go with the old reminiscence Mexican lager from Rorschach down
that's
the
a
old
great
street
one.
there, mate.
You
Yeah,
know what?
honestly, I just wanted to slide it down my face real quick, but I need to just not do that. So,
You know what you can't do?
that's a good one. What's
you
that, mate?
Go wrong.
Oh, that's true.
You like that? I got a fucking blueberry and acai.
Flavor, yeah. Okay.
Blueberry and acai from Quattro. It's only 2 milligrams, so it's a soft tin. But I don't know. I got shit to do, man. I don't want to be like.
It's like a light ice.
It's like a fucking Smirnoff ice. Look at it.
It's like a Smirnoff of weed drinks.
Right? Ooh, it smells good.
That's all you want from your weed drinks. You want it to smell good, and if it doesn't smell good, you at least want it to taste good.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll take it.
Clear is fun too, because it's like, remember when they brought out Coke and shit, and they were like invisible?
What was that called?
Or was it Pepsi?
No, it was both. I think it was Pepsi.
It was a drink
first.
that it was.
Pepsi Crystal Pepsi.
Ooh. Yeah, it's
it was
full
like,
invisible.
You ever
It
see
was
that
fun.
shit? You're probably too old for that.
I've
Too
never
young for
seen
that. Yeah, Crystal Pepsi. So it's like clear, but it tasted like the normal Pepsi, but not 100%. But the huge gimmick. I don't know what the fuck they did. They probably just put the same flavoring without the coloring, because to make it that color, it's just caramel and shit. Colors.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like a real thing. Yeah, it's pretty
Tricking
wild.
us, mate.
I
Playing
can't
tricky
even
dickies.
Imagine the level of fuck shit that's in that. It'll poison you up.
Oof.
You know what's interesting about this? It's got 5 calories. So for mans who are trying to watch their weight and shit, like, yo, yam that. Get high. And then the only problem is, get lower calories here so you can fucking get your munchies on, you know? Balance.
That's the key right there.
Craig is saying he remembers the I remember. Oh, he says, actually, I remember. And,
Oh,
yeah,
South Park?
The South Park, yeah.
Mhm.
I remember.
the member berries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So ridiculous.
Yo, we can just do a whole pod. We should just start a South Park podcast.
We should do that.
I
I'm
would
so
be
down. We can do
an
a separate one and
episode
just-
analysis.
and we'll have Craig Werner as a guest.
I'm down. He says Coca-Cola is green without the caramel. Fuck
Green.
off. That's actually wild. Oh shit. J.E. in the building. Jonathan the Mill, what is good?
Ooh.
Ruth in the building.
Hey.
Well,
What's
well,
poppin'?
Gretchen.
You know what they deserve?
That's
That's for the
Air
Jamaicans.
horns
in
for the
house.
homies.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Specifically the Jamaicans, because I want to make sure that Jamaicans respect
very true.
air horn. There's a sign of respect.
It's very true.
I hope it is anyway. Imagine.
I mean, and then we're both lying because I said it was true immediately
Yeah.
after you said it.
It's
So
true,
we
Dan.
both
Dan-
fucked.
Dan is
I would assume so.
You assume so?
I assume so.
You want to text your mum, innit?
I'll
Gonna jump on it.
See what she says. I'll text my grandma.
Yeah, text your grandma.
Text my grandma.
Do you know what we argue about all the time? It's
It's like an audible flame.
an audible. Oh, that's a good episode.
That's
Man.
genius.
I like that.
You like that one? Episode
Audible
name.
flame.
Yeah, I just got those. I got those.
Yeah, no shit's come through them.
That's what
I put something
bring to
else
the
down.
podcast.
But, I put something back because we're going to be talking about the Royals tonight, so we're going to talk about that.
Oh, seriously.
I was going to talk about the grandma one. It's such an intro. Don't worry about it.
Oh, God.
Craig is in for the South Park reviews. Love it. Sean is in the building. What it does? What's good? What's good? What's good? Like, everyone's out here.
Sean, what it do? What it do? What it
Squadron
do?
out here. Actually, John says that the air horns are an ancient African tradition.
Everybody's borrowing everything, aren't we?
Yeah. So there you go.
Everything. Just borrowing everything from Africa, eventually.
That's the best. Yeah, but everyone good? Y'all good? Y'all chilling? Y'all good? You're healthy?
Mm-hmm.
As always.
Yeah, man. Trying to keep fit us, you know.
Yeah.
Feel that.
It's warming up.
Mhm.
So you know, can't fucking
Yeah.
complain, mate. The sun shines. It's a happy nose dog.
I feel that. I thought it's gonna be a nice week. I'm probably better in Toronto than here because that's how it goes. But which is exciting because it's been wackos.
It's been so cold. But
Yeah.
it's going to be decent, actually.
Yeah,
It's
like
gonna
all
be
in
really
the
good.
plus.
Wow.
Like between like 2 and 10. I think one day was like 8.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably gonna be way nicer in Toronto. It's always better there.
Yeah, on Wednesday it says top at 12, which will be like whatever.
Wow.
It's like Tuesday says 8, so I'm gonna go riding tomorrow.
Yeah, man, do it up.
See what.
Wouldn't it be
going
like a
on.
lot of slushes from this melting snow? Maybe not.
Yeah, it depends on where you ride, but that's
Right.
exactly what I'm trying to avoid. So on the weekend, I rode when it feels like -10 or whatever. That's only because of the wind, but the ground's frozen, so it's fucking sweet. But otherwise, I'll stick to the bike path tomorrow. Just have a nice little sunshine ride. Might bring a bevy or two, little sandwich, something like that.
Go
Anyway,
down the beach, have a little 1-2. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
little 1-2
If
seconds.
it's not windy, then I'll fucking go for a little city ride and see what's going down. It's been a while since I've been in and around other things, other than just going like down the street. I might go for a bit of a adventure.
Okay, I guess you could probably pop into visit a brewery, grab a little couple bad boys to
That's
go.
what I was thinking. I was gonna fuck around and grab a little 1278 for everyone.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Little
What?
beer run.
This fucking counter idea, mate.
You know how we do it. 3-4 goes so quick, and then all of a sudden you've got a few left. It's like, fuck, I gotta go again, dude.
I actually don't relate to that in any shape or form.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sorry. Even Dan is stacked with beer, you were telling me.
Stacked, man. So
Since I just
stacked.
lacing down and get a few extras,
Loves it.
Been sending him to Nosh, lacing down with a couple. Drinks very slowly, so
Fucking-
Yeah.
Well,
Dan
that's
is
true,
cautious.
that's true.
Dan, we should be more like Dan. Drink slow.
Everyone.
We should. Well,
Everyone.
we got
Yeah.
content to make, and we got photos and things to do, and
Yeah.
make things look beautiful.
That's one thing I think people don't understand about this shit. Like, for people who don't know what the hell we're talking about, we have a Notion Night and Tiffany have a craft beer podcast. So because of that, and the following we have on social media, breweries send beer. Just like anything else, content creators, because the influence is a whack-ass word. And you can't call yourself an influencer. It's like calling yourself an ally. You can't do it. You are called an influencer, but it's such a wanky-ass thing. But basically, content creators who have a platform and an audience get sent shit because brands want to talk about it, because beer is very small, very niche world, right? So it's, there's not too many people with a big following or anything. And they send stuff. I get it mostly because you get stuff anyway, but I get it because I'm the host and stuff. And like people, oh man, so look, you killed this beer. I'm like, yo, every time I didn't even tell you this lately, Dosh, but like every time I look at a beer now, I just think it's work. I just like kind of sigh and I think about it a lot.
It happens every now and again.
Yeah.
Depends
You get it?
how much I have in the fridge. Yeah, it definitely has. Like sometimes I go, fuck, man, and then I get lack of inspiration of places to shoot in my place because I've shot
You
it
down them
all.
all.
But then I found a new few 5-7 ankles, so I'm pretty excited.
That's good.
It comes in waves for sure. It is definitely a cunty part of it. Sounds like a
Yeah.
bratty thing to say, but it's like, yeah,
First
it
of
is
all,
work
problems
at the
for
end of the
sure,
day.
but it is work. And I think people are like, people sort of forget that if you do get, imagine the people who have got like 500,000 or 1 million followers and stuff, and they have all sorts of contracts. We don't have contracts with brands, only sometimes. Like
Mhm. That's
most
true.
of the time, it's just PR, which is when you get stuff and then you post it, or you can decide when you're not obligated to post it. But if you don't post some of their stuff, they probably stop sending you
You just
stuff.
want to
So
keep getting it.
there's
Yeah.
a mild piece of obligation there. And then when it's actual paid, like a sponsorship, that's a different thing altogether. So that's when you have a
Exactly.
contract and all that stuff. But yeah, it's just like a lot. And the problem is it all comes at once. And then you've got, I don't want to spend a whole podcast whinging about it. But yeah, then you got like beers that have a shelf life. And if you don't drink them soon, then they'll die. So then you spend all your time trying to get rid of the ones with the shelf life. And you never get to the ones that can last longer. And then you end up with my problem, which is like literally almost pushing 20 boxes next to the bed. I got a whole cellar under the thing. I got a beer fridge and half our food fridge is all filled. It's just ridiculous. But you can't like, it's bad etiquette. You can't just give it away or whatever. I send stuff to you because you're a part of it, and then you'll get the content as well. So it's fine. And Nate, who's our blogger in Ottawa, so I can send him stuff and he helps me out. And I give extras if I got stuff to Dan if he wants shit to drink. It's a whole thing anyway. I'm trying to whinge. So anyway,
Beautiful,
THC,
beautiful overflow situation.
It's
Good
good
again.
and bad. But yes, if any THC companies, once again, we bat that life. Content creation game is strong. I drink this shit every episode. We rep for you, You got to put in their work first. We bought stuff.
I'm here for it.
We started getting free shit. That's the other thing. I don't want to talk about influence marketing. Fuck with that. Yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff this week. That's been going on. I added a few things to
Lots
the list.
happened.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff happened. The things that I written down, actually, there's less things than I thought. Do we want to start with a what do you reckon, or do we want to go into the news and such? What mood y'all in? What vibe? Where's the vibe taking us?
I definitely do enjoy a bit of news before we get balls
what do you
deep into
reckon?
cues.
Yeah.
Yeah, the what do you reckon is kind of like a nice middle part between
Yeah.
this stuff. All right.
Start with some news. We should have
Okay.
we should have an intro theme for the news. I'll make a beat and I'll fucking
That'd be the news.
make some
theme.
a gangster news.
The BBC News.
The BBC
Dun, dun,
news.
dun.
That would actually be quite lit. Bad Habits News. BHC News. BHN.
Sick cunt news. BHN.
SEN. Sick News. I like it. It's better than that.
We'll go with Bad Habits News. It's more professional.
More
We'll
professional?
keep it clean for the
Okay.
kids. Yeah, because you can't be tweeting about sick cunt news. Everyone be like, "What's that mean?"
That's true. People have
Nah,
to get their panties in a
won't
twist.
go down too
But
well.
then again, if they're listening to this, everyone's cool. Oh, I get hiccups.
That's true. That's true. And if not, then fucking you know where the fucking X button is, mate.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They
I'm
make
saying.
that follow
Yeah.
button blue again. Sorry.
Sorry.
You like that? I don't know who put this one in. This Randy Orton versus Soulja Boy Twitter beef. What's going on with that? Whoever put that there.
Looking
Yeah.
at Dan for that one.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
Daniel?
me. So,
So who the fuck is
Randy Orton is
Randy Orton.
is a famous wrestler.
Oh, that's why I
basically.
don't know.
Which is why it's just
Hashtag fake
it's just the
sports.
most random thing ever. that-
Oh, that's why it's funny. I get it now.
It's just
I didn't
random
know.
because
I read it. I was like, hang on, what?
like
Right.
it just doesn't.
I read the rest of it's good.
Yeah, so I just don't see why or how they became even in contact. Obviously, they're both big, like huge people, they've got both huge following. But it's like, why are they beefing over? Like Soulja Boy tweeted, the rap game
Oh, I
is
saw
faker
this.
than WWE,
Okay, that's where it started.
and that's where Randy was like pissed, basically. But like he was pissed. He was like, "Fake, dare this prick to step up. He doesn't like movies. He'll consider us actors that do stunts without pads, 200 days a year, and don't bitch when we surgically repaired and come right back. Consider us 100 times tougher than anyone you've come across." And he goes, "You ain't nothing but a bitch ass." I was like, "Whoa!" But bear in mind, this guy's like an actor and an actual wrestler, and it's just like
So it's kind of weird almost.
Big
it's just
boy.
Really, yeah, he's
Goat.
a big boy. This is very odd. And then Soulja Boy replied, "Do you know who the fuck I am? I'll be real to you. Wrestling don't play with me. Randy Orton, question mark, question mark, question mark."
Okay.
And then,
He wants all the smoke.
yeah, basically Randy Orton just came back with him saying, "You were big in 2007. Like, hats off to you for Crank That. But, like, basically, no one cares about you anymore," is what he's trying to say.
Wow.
And then, what else did Soulja Boy reply? This is some long beef.
Well,
Oh, no,
just
here
kept,
we
like,
go. They just kept
retweeting.
quoting
I mean,
each
quote
other.
each other.
Yeah. And he goes, "If you're mad because I'm spitting facts, just say that what you do is fake in question, like in capital letters.
Okay.
Fake." And I stand on
There's a
that.
bunch of funny memes.
Yep. And he goes, "What I do is real. Come to my world, come to your world, question mark, lol, welcome to Soulja World."
Okay.
And then Randy Orton goes, "You spitting facts, question mark. It seems like you spitting is the same mess you rap about. Not clear your throat, my dog, and be there. Enough talk, back it up." And then Soulja Boy replies, Cap Wrestler, if you really want Big Draco, pull up, say less.
I think he calls himself Big
Say
Draco.
less.
It's just like,
Say less is always good.
it's just the most random thing ever. Like, no
That's
one
where it
would-
stopped.
That's where I think it stops. Anyway. Oh no,
Love
Soulja
that
Boy did go
shit.
on a tweeting spree where he didn't tweet to him. He just tweeted random shit.
Subbing him. Okay.
So, yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. Just the most
It's
random
weird.
thing. Like I never ever thought they would ever speak. Not knowing fucking.
Did you know who this Randy guy is?
Yeah, I know Randy.
Okay. No, do you know who he is?
No, sir.
Does any of the listeners or viewers know who the fuck he is? Or is it just me because I don't like pay attention?
Absolutely. Everybody else will know. We don't know
If you
wrestling.
if you don't pay attention
That's
to
all.
wrestling at all whatsoever,
Yeah,
then like
you won't know.
you know.
But he's like the big mans of the wrestling.
Oh, he's big. Like I grew up watching it. Like I haven't watched it
Really?
in years, but like I know him because I grew up on him.
Okay, so he's like an older bloke.
But he's still relevant now. He's still like one of the main people.
So he's still in it. Okay, so
Yeah.
he's fit and you could probably fuck him up because he's
Oh,
probably
100%.
6
He's like
times his size.
6'8" or something. Right
Oh,
and
no.
Soulja was like what 5'8" or something. He was a little kid.
It's a big cut.
Yeah,
6'8",
imagine.
5'8",
Yeah,
same
bro.
shit, mate.
Literally.
Yeah, that's actually fucking hilarious.
If you want Big Draco, pull up. Say
I like Big Draco. We all need better nicknames because that's pretty hilarious.
Big Draco is hard.
Yeah, Big
I
Draco
like
is
Yeah.
pretty hard. Oh, I guess
It needs to be more regal and more aggressive.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty funny. I got a bunch of stuff here actually. There's a couple things I wanted to run through today or this evening. So Tiff and I watched the Biggie documentary. I got a story to tell on Saturday. I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of over. Obviously, all things Big and Tupac has kind of been played out. They've done TV series and all this bullshit, but this was cool because it was the one thing it wasn't talking about his murder. It was talking about his life, which was
Nice.
really interesting. Like his mum, lots of interviews with his mum, with Puff, with Faith. I didn't have any with his grandmother in Jamaica. Like his mum's like from Jamaica and moved up to New York and stuff, and had a like his father was never in the picture. I think she was just like a smash, and then she got preggers, and then he's like, nah, man, I'm out. And I think he was married too at the time, so he was being shady. But
Dang.
so it just showed his life, that type of stuff, right? And then it spoke to some of these like OGs on the block who used to know him and tried to help him and stuff, like a jazz saxophone player who lived next door or something and helped him out. And then it spoke to some of these boys who were like the dude who was his name was D-Rock, which is funny because it was D-Rock, like Gary V's D-Rock, who's videoed everything that he did back in the day.
Right.
So they had all these like private videos from like backstage and like walking around and during tours and like from the side of the stage while he's performing and all this cool shit you just never seen before. So I really appreciate it, man. I thought it was super interesting. If you're into it at all, and it makes you sort of just appreciate that time and what it meant. And I even had that footage from that one time where him and Pac did that thing where Big had the headband and Pac had the leather vest. I was sitting at that table. They did like a freestyle thing, just smoking and chilling. Like it was just cool. And he was like, it showed a different side. He seemed like a full funny cunt. Like I think we knew he was a funny dude from his raps and stuff, but just like I don't know, you just forget.
Big softy.
Yeah, like he just seemed like a nice kid, man. Like he just seemed like a nice. You watch him talk, and I'm like, he's like loves his mom. He's just a nice boy. And he just got caught up in some fuck shit, and he went to Cali wanting to. He was devastated when Pac died, and Faith was saying he called me crying and shit. And he went to LA, even though they didn't talk about it. But I saw something recently that Jay Prince told Puff to like, guys, like get the fuck out of here, and they refused because Biggie was trying to make up for it and be like, yo, no, I'm here, man. Like I fuck with y'all type of thing. So anyway, yeah, if anyone has even like a passing interest in it, this was a really great doco. Super easy to get hold of as well. So I like that one.
That's what's up.
This isn't quite news, just interesting shit. Coming to America, the Coming to America sequel. It's on Amazon Prime. We watched that on Saturday right after Biggie.
Gotta watch that.
Yeah, I liked it, yo. Like I saw people on Twitter were trashing because it came out on Friday as well, I think. So we watched it the first weekend. But yeah, it was like I enjoyed it. And I think I'd seen the first one so long ago, and it wasn't like it was something that you and me watched like Friday or one of those like, classics or How High or all that bullshit. Like this was some like just it was a good movie and we'd seen it, but it was cool because they brought so many of the actors back, and Wesley Snipes was really good in it. All the actors I thought were pretty good. Leslie Jones was really funny. What's his name? Tracy Morgan. I liked it, and it was shot at Rick Ross's house, which is even funny because Rick Ross was like part of the Wesley Snipes was just like some rival king in or whatever country in Africa, fake country as well. It was just funny because Rick Ross was like one of his henchmen with Michael Blackson. You
nice.
Us. That guy.
You motherfuckers, yeah.
You motherfuckers. That's the funny shit ever.
Shit. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
It was so good. Oh, Craig was like, I'm just thinking about How High before the show. Perfect timing.
Amazing movie.
Classic. Yeah, I feel like. Did you guys see the original? You guys were both. I imagine.
I
Brian
must
did.
have seen it. I think.
I honestly saw.
I know what it's about, but
okay.
I couldn't tell you if I remember.
Plot or
yeah, I vaguely remember it. Kind of like how I vaguely remember like Bad Boys 1.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Classic.
Did you see it? I guess you saw it next year.
Yeah, I actually watched the original probably about 11 months, April, May, like started like quarantine-ish. So the first, just because I was like, fuck it, nothing else, just check it out.
It's
so proper.
Okay, amazing. So it'd be good timing to watch it again. We actually watched because Tiff hadn't seen the first one in years, and neither had I. So there was like do you know what's smart? She Googled or went into YouTube and was like, "Yo, Coming to America summary or whatever." And Amazon Prime's YouTube account had a summary of the first Coming to America to prepare you for the next one. It was perfect. And bless you. And I remembered it all from seeing that. I was coughing. And it was just really good. It was just interesting. It was a bit ridiculous, and the plot was kind of whatever. But it was just, I don't know. I just enjoyed it. I thought it was a nice something you could just take your mind off shit on the weekend, whatever the fuck, and peep game.
That's what it is.
So that was cool. What else do I want to talk about? All right, this is totally off-brand for this motherfucking podcast, but did y'all watch the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle interview last night? Because we motherfucking did. That shit is tea,
That's
bro.
ridiculous. I did not.
Honestly,
you didn't see it.
It was fascinating.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's insane. It's like you're living in a movie. It doesn't seem real.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's insane.
It's only because, obviously you and I grew up not banging with the royal shit. Australia had a referendum when we weren't old enough to vote to get out of it. Obviously, Dan, you're British.
Mm-hmm.
This is some shit that's in your face every day. You literally live it. But, Harry always seemed like... I never paid attention.
Gangster.
Fuck off. But Mum always talked about it. Now, Harry was a little cunt back in the day because he was rebelling.
He was a rebel.
And he was
rebel.
The redhead.
That's why he's a gangster. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. And he went to the army and he did all this shit. Craig says my takeaway is the water is wet. That's basically the TLDR. I won't go so deep into it because I don't think anyone really gives that much of a fuck. But I just want to touch on it. So for him to grow up and then marry an actress, it was all everyone always banged with it or whatever. And then they left. Obviously, we all were like, oh, they're being racists. They weren't. It's pretty obvious that's what it was. It was just interesting to see them say it and to hear how far. Because we also watched The Crown. Have y'all seen The Crown at all? So it's like a show. It's like a dramatized version of the royal family from Queen Elizabeth's father onwards, when she was a wee lass type of thing. So from the 40s. And it goes all the way through. We're up. I can't remember what season we're up to. But she's the queen now, and she's 30 or something like that, whatever. It's just interesting to see that perspective. So because we've been watching that, if we weren't watching The Crown, because so many people were saying how fire it is, then we probably wouldn't have watched this. But it was just interesting. Also, even if you want to think about it from, I kept seeing all the takes on Twitter about Oprah's interview style and the way she asked the questions and the way she did the follow-up questions, and then didn't, if she asked them something and then they avoided it, she re-asked it again. That was fucking dope. Because I'm an interviewer of half the fucking shit I do, I find that fascinating to watch a master doing that type of thing. But just, hearing him say it and how fucked up it is. Imagine, he said his dad wasn't taking his calls no more. They had to leave because they refused the security detail. They refused a title for their child, some sort of, royal title. Excuse me. So that means that both her and the child weren't entitled to the security, which obviously you'd need, being that you were born into this family. And then when they left, they pulled this. The reason they moved to the States, they moved to Vancouver first or somewhere around there, and then they pulled the security. And they didn't think about when you're on the road, he didn't ever have to work. He just had money. It was just given to him, right? He just had what he needed. But they moved there, and then the royal were like, fuck you, it's like that, okay, and they took away the security, and then you think about it, like she hasn't been working because she quit her Hollywood career, and it wasn't like she probably made a fuck ton. She was in Suits, which was whack as shit. I don't know if she's in any movies or whatever.
She made a movie with Skepta.
Did she?
Imagine that. Yeah.
But she's not. My point is, she's not sitting on 30, 40, 50 mil, right? He said he only had the money that his mum left him, and I read elsewhere that was about 10 million each for him and his brother. So I don't know how much of that he had stashed. Then they had to quickly escape Canada because people knew where he lived. It was put out there by the tabloids and stuff where they lived. And then they were like, well, she's American. That would, and they wanted to leave right before the borders were shut down before COVID. So then they ended up there. They had nowhere to stay, so Tyler Perry put them up, gave them security until they could figure their shit out. So it wasn't like this like rich ass motherfuckers just doing whatever they could. They didn't have money. They were scared. They were like, the tabloids, they'll get mad death threats and shit. She wanted to kill herself in the thing she was saying, and that's why they left, because she was going to kill herself because she was so fucked up by it all. They wouldn't help her. It was just so wild to hear.
It's insane.
Someone say it. Do you have any thoughts as the British studio?
I don't think it's anything that I didn't suspect, but I did think it would be real.
Like Craig said, water's wet. It was like, we know.
Yeah, and it's just like, I didn't think it was actually that mad. And there was some stuff which surprised me, like the financial like cut off, the security getting taken away from Harry and Meghan and everyone. It's like, that's fucked.
The title too.
The title, yeah, they said they didn't want to actually leave the royal family. They wanted to just step down from their role, but so they still wanted to still be in the family. And they're asking what color will your child be and shit. And it's just like are you so stupid? Like what?
Yeah.
What?
And they wouldn't. Oh, you didn't see any of this, eh? Oh,
yeah.
This is
Zero, dude. I don't.
Oh, they didn't explain who. No, they didn't actually tell who it was. Yeah, they refused to say
It'll
who
come out.
Actually asked. They should.
People are.
I reckon it's probably the Queen. Or,
no, they said it wasn't the Queen, and it wasn't. His. Was it him? Or was it? No, they said it wasn't the Queen.
They said it wasn't the Queen, 100%. But
they said they seemed to bangs with the Queen. Both of them seemed to.
But I feel like it's like that bangs with the Queen. So I think it's fake.
You reckon?
I feel
that's
like
they're fucking scared with it.
Yeah, I think they're just
funny
like...
way to put it, bangs with the Queen.
That's a sentence. That's a sentence right there.
You the episode,
oh my god, the old bag. Fucking hell.
But then it's
Lizzie.
Every time they were speaking about the Queen, they said the same thing.
Yeah, it was like so lovely.
I respect her. No, good relationship. I respect her. It's like I don't believe it.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
fucking hell.
David Icke was right about her. Craig was saying
whatever the episode name is, it has to be in brackets. Bangs with the Queen. They have
to call it Bangs with the Queen. That'd be pretty fun.
Fucking hell, it might have to, dude. It's a top runner so far.
Right.
Struth.
Craig is saying, and they're addressing Canada being published by the tabloids. Okay, that's what it was. That makes sense.
That's crazy.
Johnny is enjoying it. He goes, I like Suits. Oh, dude, Suits, you're funny. I guess you can like it. Unlike why I like Passions. Suits, me and Tiff had to stop watching it. Suits was the
Is it corny?
worst. Dude, it was so fucking corny.
I can't deal with that
shit. They were
shit.
obsessed. The whole show based around this fucking, without Meghan Markle, she worked at the law firm. And there was this guy who kind of slid his way into it. But the main superstar lawyer, and then this other lawyer that he had beef with, who's this like fat bumbling dude. They were both beefing because they lost the secretary. The whole seasons were about who the secretary worked for. I was like, I can't watch this shit. It was too much. I wanted to we were like, no, we're not doing this to ourselves anymore.
Waste of time, eh?
Yeah, man. Listen, please don't do it to yourself. You'll be very mad. Ruth said,
I barely watch. Yeah.
Yeah, don't. I haven't watched the interview yet. Just a small snippet. Read the color of the child. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, watch it. Honestly, it's genuinely. Oh, Craig reckons Charles did it. Okay. Tiff said they're terrified of the Queen.
Yeah, I think they're terrified of it. Because
Jonathan is the Queen fan. Yeah. Come on, my G. Just like facts. And just like your grandma takes away your security, empties your bank account, and you love her and Zoom with her all the time. It's like, okay.
Yeah, like, I don't.
Super cool. Okay, John knows it's corny. All right, at least you know, fam. At least you know. But yeah, so it was just like, oh, they put her on the cover of Suits, eh?
Yeah,
I feel like she looks so much hotter there.
She's nice. I think she's nice.
No, I used to always think she's nice. Now I feel like she's just, I don't know. She's just this
pregnant.
Princess lady.
That's what
it is. She's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
But anyway, yeah, fuck. No, I take that back. It's not true at all. But yeah, it's just like
it's weird.
It's interesting.
And I feel like Oprah could ask even crazier questions. But
I think they cut some shit out because I saw on somewhere came up in Twitter today, and like that stupid website Bossip or whatever had a multiple Instagram thing with like another like 3 or 4 minute clip.
Shit.
Where you can have to swipe through to watch the video.
I really don't believe that they didn't address Prince Andrew.
Yo, well,
they
didn't
go
put it in.
into-
They might have.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
included.
It's like, because I'm sorry, Oprah would have said it. She would have definitely said. So
What's
how
the
do you
deal?
feel like that
These bands
you're?
with Epstein and shit.
Yeah, he
Was
bangs
good.
with Epstein, and you're the one who's actually on the fucking tabloid. and
Yeah,
shit.
they're talking
But
about y'all.
They don't
and, like,
speak
these
about.
bands are smashing.
They didn't
children.
speak about Prince Andrew in England at all, like whatsoever. There's no news of him
out of it,
ever.
right? So doesn't that say it all?
It's
Like
fucked.
they did that news, like they said, and they were also just like, wow, probably at the pregnant thing. I was joking. They were saying that they have the tabloids over
Yeah,
to their
that's
crib, to the
fucked.
palace, to fucking what do they do? They
They
have dinners and
host.
stuff.
They host
them.
parties for the tabloids, but the tabloids write stuff against them.
Right, but they
So
do that to
it-
not write it against them. But that
But
means
they-
they could have protected her and Harry, but they didn't. They chose not
Yeah.
to do that intentionally. So the whole shit was to get them from them. We all saw it. Like,
Yeah.
But it was interesting to hear him say that because like they're powerful and shit, but like how powerful? Like man's got shooters and stuff.
I'm thinking they might, because
Wow.
I just wish Oprah said something like, "Did they kill your mum?" If she just said that straight up, I would be like, "Whoa." That would be like,
That's what I'm saying. That's what she
best.
needed to ask. Was like, yo, who killed your mom?
Who killed your mum? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and Tiff's like the whole. She's like, can't believe they don't talk about Andrew. The whole country is a mess. Yeah, you're right. And that's the other thing. So was popping with your uncle, man. Man's out here diddling children.
It's
Like,
crazy, yeah. And
Yeah.
on Pedo
Jeez,
Island.
bro.
It's like
it's a good movie.
It sounds like you're describing a sitcom that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Can you see
Or
why
like
we
a
watched
really
it though?
like a scary fucking movie. Actually, not a sitcom. That's not the wrong thing to say. That's wow.
Right.
Fucked up, dude.
The shit is fascinating and it's affecting real people. And the thing is, right, these real people,
Man.
the monarchy should have been. Like Australia had the referendum I was talking about to get out of it in the 90s to be a republic, and you and me just weren't 18 to vote. Otherwise, of course, we would have been get the fuck away. I don't want this shit our money anymore. Like, what's the point? The thing with I lost track. Fuck, what was I saying? About the monarchy. Okay, monarchy should have been disbanded.
Referendum
Fuck them
and shit.
bitches. Referendum. So like these things are dated. They're unnecessary. They contribute nothing. It's all theater. It's bullshit. Like there's all sorts of monarchies everywhere that means nothing. So if they contribute nothing really, like who gives a fuck? And therefore their power is diminishing. Even in The Crown, in I want to say the 50s or 60s, the episode we're up to was when the Queen Mother, who was a woman who died, whatever, 5-10 years ago, and Elizabeth were. They had to make a change. This dude actually, it's a long story, but anyway, they had to start talking to the people. And when they started talking to the people, they were complaining about it. They're like, they're stripping us of our powers bit by bit. And they were complaining about where they actually had to talk to the real people because before they didn't even do that. And then they started having real people to the palace and stuff like that. So it's like their powers and importance and relevance has been eroded over time. So when you really see, like, they seem pretty scared. Like, maybe she got shooters in Canada or whatever the fuck, and she could just, like, send that someone through. It's like Stormzy pulling up at Chip's house. You know what I mean?
Legit. I think she could.
Right.
I
So
think
that's
she
why they're shook. But in the States,
Well odd.
I don't reckon they could do it in Canada because it's a Commonwealth country. Like, get the fuck out.
I saw a tweet and it was like, they really escaped England to go to a less racist country. And they
Went to America. Fuck, I know, right? Of all clump. But I guess that's where she's from. I mean, they could have. Another point when you're thinking about it, I'll kill it after this because that's enough. But she was saying that like about 60 to 70% of the Commonwealth countries are people of color, and he gave them a person of color on the silver platter, and she was like, "Yo, I bangs with y'all. I'm trying to rock. I'm trying to serve and do what roles are supposed to do. Let's go." And they didn't use her because she represented what the world is now, right? We're all mixing as opposed to all being very separate. But they chose not to do that and stick with their racism in this lily white little household. So, it was interesting. So if people haven't seen it and you fancy a bit of tea, I'd say go watch it.
Fancy. That's a bunch of shit right there, dude.
So that was that.
Thanks for breaking it down.
No probs, man. Definitely recommended. To completely change the subject, I was sharing this with Dan today. So
why not?
These days, I've been a little more into the drip. You know what I'm saying? The drip got out here. It was good. And not completely, just more focused on it. So my favorite shoes right now are like, I'm so not like trendy like with the kids, but I really bang.
Oh, don't tell me. Oh, God.
The Yeezys. Well, you got it. You know about the Yeezys.
No, I'm trying to think of where you're going with this.
Oh no, nothing bad. It's just like I'm just complaining about the new Yeezys. So my favorite, I like
The cloud ones?
No, they're weird, but they're fine. The 350 boosts. They're like we didn't really do drip talk. Maybe we need a new segment called drip talk.
Drip talk.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
And we need like a little like a drum thing. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
We can chuck it in.
You know what I'm saying? Ruth like Earl Grey, hot. With the T, yeah.
That's the T.
That's the T. So with the drip, so you know the 350s, the shoes like people that don't know, go Google them. Yeezy 350 V2 Boost. So that's what me, Tiff, and Dan have those shoes. That's what we're talking about. Those the ones. So basically, they've got a whole bunch of new ones coming out in the summer, and they just announced them. And instead of being like, it's called prime knit around the outside, and they have like a stripe on the side, and the stripe's this mesh, just the stripe part. The whole thing is that mesh. And you can just see this like exoskeleton underneath it. Like they ruined the most, in my opinion, that's my favorite shoe. I love it. A lot of people say it's ugly, whatever, but I think it's fucking sick. Like I'm just looking at the picture out. There's another link that I think I might have sent to the group Slack or whatever, and it was and it actually showed you what it looked like. So you know, just the thing on the side, that's the whole shoe. It's that thing, and you can see through the whole fucking thing. Go down. There you go.
Comfy
See, it's like what's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm like that whole thing on the side. I'm sure it's okay, but like it takes away from that like actual shoe thing.
Very
Like
weird.
like the knit is what makes it fire. So I'm just like I'm super disappointed that that's what they came with. Like I know it's the exoskeleton weird shit is more in line with the foam run or whatever they're called, the other weird thing. But they got 4 colors that are coming out this summer. They just all like the single, they call mono pack. I don't know. I just don't bangs with it at all. Like, I'm really disappointed because the last couple drops. I don't know if you even care at all, Nosh, but yeah, the last couple drops were like one of them was called Ash Blue. It was basically the same as mine. I got the Israfils, which are like gray with a yellow line, and the Ash Blue ones were like gray with like a slightly blue line. It felt like basically the same shoe, and the ones before that with this weird color. See, it's basically the same shit.
Not good enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like the gray, it is a yellow line on both of them, so it's like a bluey gray instead of, anyway, it's just fucking like a lot. Wow, John's like there.
You're a sneakerhead now, fam.
Just with Yeezys, I don't know anything else about anything else.
Suits with a shoe? Wow.
That's so savage, but they fucked
I'm
up.
actually going to give us a applause for that, because I think it's kind of
Yeah,
fun.
I guess so, John. Yeah, you get an applause for that, John. Well done.
Yeah, okay,
Well done, John. Well done. Yo, yeah, Dan
nice
pulled
one,
up
J.E.
the Ash Blue and then my ones, the Israfils, next to each other, and they're like, the soles aren't as good on the Ash Blue. See, mine got there's a like see-through, the gum, where mine's got the gray. And like the knit, it's basically the same, almost the same pattern. And like the bare a little bit blue, and mine's like a little gray, and there's like a kind of different shade of yellow. It's the same fucking shoe. So I want to just get a few more pairs because they're really hard to get. Retail anyway. Like if you want to get them, John's like corn. If you want to get them like secondary market off Goat or StockX or some bullshit, like they're crazy expensive. So like I like the new 700s, the 700s. So I don't have no shit. People know there's all different models, right? So Yeezy's Kanye's brand, and then there's
I know.
Like,
I've seen the website. I just don't know what
which is which.
Yeah, don't know which is which.
If you Google 350, like the Yeezy 350s, you'll see, and the Yeezy 700s are the other ones. They're like the dad shoe that kind of came back, and they're growing on me. And there's a new color that's coming out this week, drops Saturday. So that means I'm gonna put in for them and try and get them, just because they're the only ones I
blue
like.
with a blue stripe.
Yeah, that's the blue. What's that? The 350.
I'm just being a dick. I'm saying blue with the blue stripe because there was like a tiny difference between the last two. So I'm like, this is blue with the blue stripe.
So I don't even. Well, not the 700s are different. These are cream with like their total different pattern.
Ooh.
These are pretty fire. Actually, quite they're crispy. But anyway, I just wanted to complain that Yeezy fucking up the shit. I hope it's temporary. I asked Yeezy Mafia, which is like a Twitter account I follow. So it's I've got 3 accounts where I have notifications, and it's like Yeezy Mafia, The Secret, and High Season, our agency. And that's like
wow.
So whenever Yeezy
Love
Mafia
it.
tweet about something, I always want to stay up and see what's going on. But I tried to find out. I was like, yo, they're gonna make all of them like that. I'm like, and he didn't. He actually answered me, but like not properly. So I want to find out if all Yeezys moving forward or just this 4-pack of mono things. I bet the response will be so bad that people will be like, I don't want people to see through that shit. And they see all your socks, and your socks have to match your shoes and stuff. Like, it's dumb.
It's just not good. I think the recent ones have been pretty light.
Nah, I mean, dude, it hasn't been fire for
None
a
of them
while. I was
have
happy
been
with
good.
mine whenever I got them in the summer or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, they're
But,
nice.
like,
But it hasn't been like super like.
Dr-
There's no hype around Yeezys.
No, they
anymore,
died.
isn't there?
But they're still just as hard to get.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You can't fucking get these things, yo. And it's like, for the, like, what's this?
These are just
StockX?
Yeezys on StockX.
What is that, bread?
These are the bread ones.
They get, how much is that?
469.
That's it?
CAD. Let's see how much.
400. Yo, I'd pay $4.69 for breads, I reckon.
Oh yeah, it's actually not
So-
that bad.
The breads,
Yeah, size 10, 469.
12 and a half.
12 and a half.
You big feet,
Paid
big
400
feet, big
bucks
socks.
for Yeezys.
I paid $330, which is retail, or $300 retail, because I got mine off the Adidas app because I have all the points because I bought a lot of Adidas stuff. They got 12 and a half.
Truth.
No, no 12 and a half.
No one has 12 and a half.
They got 12.
The breads were the full. Yeah, the 12's not gonna work. They're all black with red on the side. They're so fire. Like, I love them. I saw a chick in Whole Foods in Toronto wearing them over Christmas.
Should have gangster and
I
took
wanted
them, bro.
to just like
Fuck.
just shank her in the liver real quick.
Yep. Be like,
Put her out.
spewing.
Fuck. Yeah, so like I might have to just get the 700s.
These are 700, yeah.
Yeah, the wave run is kind of cool. Anyway, we could talk about them all day, but like they're pretty fun.
Oh, sounds like it.
Craig says they remind me of Adidas from the mid '90s. It was like a bio pattern sole. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Everything's nostalgia right now. It's all coming back. Anyway, hopefully Easy don't fuck up the game, and hopefully that. But like, everything's just as hard to get. Like it's super annoying. John's like, "You mad?" Yeah, I'm fucking mad, bro. I'm furious. I'm furious.
Spin chips.
You got the Yeezy plug, John. You gotta, if you actually, John, if anyone seriously has a plug to get Yeezy's retail, because I really don't want to. We got Tiff's one off Goat, and they don't tell you where they come from. So hers were a good price. They were probably, I think it was $80 more than retail, and we were like, that's fine because we both wanted a pair. So I got mine. She didn't get them through the app, so I paid retail. Hers were $80 more, and then it was like whatever, $40 shipping. We're like, you know what? I don't mind paying that much extra. It's an expensive thing, but we don't do it very often. So we're like, all right, fuck it. And then they came from the UK, and then I get a text saying you owe $169 in customs duties. So on top of paying 80 plus the 120 over retail, we had to pay another 169. So the shoes came to about $600 for a pair of just shy for a pair of fucking shoes. But they don't tell you because if it came from the States, you'd probably pay $40 on the customs duties or something. But they just don't tell you where they come from. Because I think it's a resale. So if I bought shoes and I didn't like them or they didn't fit or I just want to resell them, I can register them on Goat. And then when someone buys them, they just message you and then you ship them to Goat. They verify that they're real, then they ship them to the client.
Spewing.
So anyway, piss me the motherfucker off.
Should have told him to suck it from the back, mate.
Right from the back, nose right in the bitey hole.
Know what I'm saying?
The last thing I have on this was super interesting, and this is going to come up in one of my questions after, but there was an interview with academics who obviously is a fair tool, doesn't really say a lot of
such a cunt.
Yeah, right? And they said to him, why don't you like you shat on Meg the Stallion or whatever. He's like, yeah, she's overrated. I stand by that. Like, they were trying to question him on some of the stuff he was saying. He was interviewed on something. And then they were like, yeah, you saying all this stuff about Meg the Stallion, that she's whack, she's not as good as Nicki, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, it's exactly like, I stand by it. She's overrated. She's only popular because she's hot. She's she's a good celebrity, but she's not a good rapper. She's got the same flow. And I'm like, I could not believe it. I have said all that. I don't really say it publicly too much, maybe here. But like, I try to avoid it on Twitter because I'll probably get beat up. Like, I couldn't believe that academics were saying. I was like, yo, I finally didn't feel crazy. I'm not the only one seeing that this woman
He's such a dickhead, though.
He's such a wanker, but I was just really happy to see that's exactly it. To see that he said something that was facts for once. So
Did you see what he's talking about? Hover and title and shit.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that.
Yeah, we should.
Go on.
The only reason I know is because my girl D showed me what was going on there. I don't know if I got the screenies or anything, but
he sold, I think it was the whole company.
He sold his portion.
Well,
he initially sold his third to someone, and then
he sold half
the
of
rest of it
to LVMH last week or week before, and then this week he sold Who was it to again? I forgot who.
I think Jack Dorsey, the guy who owns
Square.
Twitter.
Yeah, Square, because he owns Square, which is the payment processing platform.
Yeah, so this academic was going on a rant saying that Jay-Z said it was going to be black-owned, this and that, and then he sold it to a white man, so he's just going on a rant about that, which, I kind of,
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, I hear you, but, like, he's usually a cunt. It was just like, I thought that was, like, I wanted to see if there was more to that, but, like,
Well,
that
if
was...
he... Who are the other owners of Tidal? Did anyone say? Like, who owns... No? Because...
Well, they didn't say it in the thing that was read.
Could you... Or does it actually might say a wiki? Let's have a look. Because I'd be curious to see if he sold his portion and who owns, the other portions. Not particularly sure who that might have been. Because remember when they did the launch of it and everyone changed their, like, profile pics to that blue color? It was like J. Cole, Madonna, Beyonce, Rihanna,
right.
All sorts of mans. And then it made it seem like it was like a platform for the artist by the artist or something like that, as opposed to being owned like Spotify is partially owned and funded by the major labels, which is why independents never pop up on their editorial playlist, really. So, no information?
It says it's just owned by Jay-Z.
Oh, so if you're saying selling his portion, that means the whole fucking thing?
I guess.
Interesting. Okay. But that's a really good point. I like about Jay-Z saying, hey, I'm keeping it black-owned, whatever, and he goes and sells it to a whitey. I mean, I imagine if it's just Jack Dorsey's company, seems like a nice dude, but it don't matter. You never know what they're going to do with it. And it depends if they keep Jay and anyone else on the board. Usually what they do when they sell companies like that, they keep them on the board for to consult and just guide it a bit more, since they were doing it from the beginning, whilst other people are actually physically running the company. So interesting, yeah?
That was interesting. Yeah, that was crazy for sure.
Okay, who would have thought academics might have been right twice?
For the first time probably ever.
I guess what they say, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Whew.
Bars.
Super bars right there.
I was going to say something about that. I lost it. Something about black owned. Fuck. Something not super. Like whatever. It's kind of silly. Whatever. It's not that serious.
Tough.
So that's all we had for the topic. Shall we do a bit of our little friend known as?
What do you reckon? Sweet.
I like it, huh? Sweet.
Yeah.
We're doing what do you reckon? All right.
We're gonna fucking do that.
Who wants to go first? Fucking Daniel, you want to fucking go, mate, or what?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Why not?
Go on in.
Do it.
Go on in. Go on.
Yeah, no. Last week I asked, who would you beat up? Like, who would you absolutely fuck up? Fictional characters, isn't it?
Jackson, man.
Which fictional character would you like to spend a day with, and why?
Say again?
Which fictional character would you like to spend the day with, and why?
Spend the day with?
Fictional characters.
Fictional characters. What's that from again? It's from Jane Silent Bob, right?
Jane Silent Bob, yeah.
Classic.
Ben Affleck.
Okay. Fictional character.
Characters.
Fictional.
Spend a day with.
Mm-hmm.
That is quite the thing.
Yeah. Like, what would be fun? It's either you want to because you either go someone like hot, and obviously for filthy reasons, or you go someone fun, and you're going to get up to some shenanigans.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Peter Griffin would be pretty fun. Like, you do some fuck shit with Peter Griffin. Imagine you'll just end up wilding out. Probably like some sort of cartoon death.
I mean, that could be fun.
But you can't.
I got two now. I got two.
Right. Run that.
Okay, so the first one, I want to bangs with Rufio in Peter Pan in Neverland, and just cruise along the fucking in the treetops in the forest, and just like, because they had that little skateboard ramp through the trees and shit. Cunts were cruising. All right. And then the second would be, so I thought that'd be pretty fun, because like you go smoke a bunch of fucking ayahuasca and jump on a skateboard and go through the trees and shit, and that'd be fucking sweet.
I don't know if you'd be so mobile.
Maybe not.
If you were
Maybe
on
not that.
ayahuasca, but yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a bit adventurous, wasn't it? Just sounded fun coming out of my face.
I respect it.
It came out fast. And then like the chicken from Family Guy. Imagine like hanging out with that
Oh my god.
Yeah, you
and punching on with him and just fucking get loaded and just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
in the
that's a good
city.
one.
Like,
That's a good one.
Fun.
no bars. It's like the Purge, but just you and him.
I like it. Is that
Sweet.
okay? You say Rufio? Is that like a thing?
Rufio. Yeah, that's
I
the
don't
guy's
remember
name.
that. Oh.
Rufio.
Fictional
It's
character.
the guy with the red feathers and the red mohawk that was the leader of the tree cunts in Neverland.
If I see
No?
him, I'm probably off. I've got to.
He had like, I swear to God, he had like, dirt bike armor on and it was all red and black and he was just like the leader and it was hilarious.
I like that. Jonathan
Anyway,
said,
he's a gangster.
No, that's an exquisite choice.
Thanks, Johnny.
Oh, Craig said Archer. That's a good one. Because Archer's
Archer's
fucked.
so fun.
Oh, he's a funny cunt. Yeah, nah.
Archer's fucked. Oh,
He would be loose.
What about the hormone
Bunch of
monster from
enforcement.
Big Mouth?
Oh,
Ooh.
With
Maurice?
Yeah,
the
with all
hormone
the
monster is
dicks.
my favorite.
With like the Jewish
With all
dick.
the- with all
He
the
gets the
dicks.
dicks. He throws the dicks. Anything that's throwing dicks, I'm here for.
You would love to have your dicks with you and just be like, what's up, cunts? I'm here.
Yeah,
Just
no.
piffing
Like,
dicks
I'm
out.
not going to touch your dick.
Oh,
Yeah,
C's here. I'm
Take
just
it-
ducking dicks. Fucking, oh, C's here. Shit. And then, like, you've like, all of a sudden you've left the party and there's like a lone dick walking around.
Just
Oh,
like,
so,
left
someone
his-
gets C on the blower. He left his dick here. He's fucking not
Again.
coming back. Oh, bloody C.
Oh, I'm just out of control. Craig is saying Rick Sanchez and Bird Person. Does anyone know what that
That's
is?
Oh my
from,
God, so that's
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. So,
That's genius.
oh my God. That's really good.
What's the
'Cause
Pickle Rick
that'll be
thing
wild.
about?
Pickle Rick is literally one episode where he turned himself into a
Turns
pickle.
himself.
And
into
it
a
was
pickle.
like
And Rick's the kid or the guy?
the guy, the old
The older
scientist.
The
And it's
grandpa.
like,
The grandpa.
Grandpa.
it's almost like the show turns into like some anime, and he starts fighting like he's like Goku from Dragon Ball Z. It's incredible.
Oh.
It just changes the whole episode. It's fun.
This is weird.
He just goes into like sewers and starts fucking up rats, and it's like
Okay. As
actually
a
like
pickle.
fighting as a pickle. It's genius.
All right.
It's genius.
It's like
so funny.
Doc and Marty McFly. Like, that's how what it's
Yeah,
like,
that's what
modeled
it's
off.
like. Yeah.
Ah, that
Right?
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's pretty funny.
So,
I like that.
yeah.
Okay, sick. Did you have any?
Mine would be definitely Rick, 110%, because he has a portal gun which can go to any universe, like any foreseeable universe. So it
That'd
could
be
be like
fat.
there was one episode where they went to a universe which what was it? All pizzas were chairs and all chairs were pizzas, and it was the pizzas were eating people sitting on pizzas eating chairs.
Eating
and then-
sofas.
And then they went to another universe where it was actually the complete opposite, and it was like sofas sitting on people eating chairs.
Eating pizza.
Eating pizza. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
fucked. It's just so
It's
fucked.
ridiculous.
Or maybe someone from Futurama, because they just do cool fuck shit. Go to any planet you want. They, like, the universe is so advanced, you can literally do anything.
Okay.
You can do anything.
That's dope.
Or maybe John Wick, because I think he's just fucked, and I just like to see what he's doing at first hand. I just don't get how he's like 1 versus 100 people fucking them all up.
If you could fight cunts like John Wick, you'd be set. You could be like
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, but like not as small.
What
I guess.
about Neo
Yeah.
from the Matrix? That'd be a good
Yeah, I
one too.
thought about that.
Not as small.
Neo's pretty much the man.
Yeah, because then he could just take you into the Matrix. You go out. You know what the real thing's like.
Mhm.
You actually cruise around, take some secrets of the
You
world.
can defy gravity. You can gurk some man
saying?
from any point.
Boom, the
No
dodger,
stress.
bullet dodger man. You know what I'm saying? Go
Catch a
somewhere,
cunt, yeah.
blah, 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 pretty lit. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's very, very, very accurate.
All right. I don't know if you had one, Nosh, but I got one. Basically, this was actually inspired by the academics and Meg the Stallion thing, because I saw someone on Twitter ask this, and the inverse of this. So we can do both. What is an artist?
I do have a what do you reckon song? Well,
You have a
song
question? Okay. Well, I've already started, so I'm gonna go now.
You can keep going. I'm just letting you know so you don't do two.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm gonna say that one for next
All
one.
right, mate.
What's an
Fucking sick.
artist that you hate that everyone loves?
Fuck.
Can it be like dislike, not hate?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think, as in like maybe, yeah, because if they're around, like,
For me,
oh, that yeah, even if you don't like detest them.
yeah,
That's
I don't detest them, but I think for me, it's Lil Baby. Everyone
Lil.
loves him like he's like the greatest
I've seen people
thing.
say he's like the greatest.
He's like the
rapper.
greatest.
Like,
He's going to be the
what are you
GOAT and
talking
everything, but it's like, no, he's not. He's
We all know
really-
Future's the GOAT. So I
Yeah,
don't
we
know
all
what
know.
they're talking about.
110% Future's up
Wow.
there. 110% Future.
Sometimes you gotta play along though. Right?
Future.
Fair
is
enough,
up
mate.
There. But Lil Baby is just like one of his biggest songs. I'll play to you after. It's just like it's so shit. It's so shit, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, leave the song. It's the best song I've ever heard." I'm like, oh, I just can't. The way people like him makes me want to hate him. And that's literally it.
That's
And I
so
seem
true,
like
though.
such a hater because everyone goes on like he's the greatest of all time. I'm like, this song's shit. And you're making me hate it more by saying it's the greatest thing. I'm just like, oh.
No, I'm not happy.
He's definitely one for me. I'm trying
That's
to
a
figure
really
out
good answer actually, because I have seen people say that. Do you have anyone that comes
Fucking
to
hell.
mind?
Honestly, no. I'm stressing for an answer. I've no idea.
All right. I'll keep
I
going.
hate
'cause I've
heaps
got
of cunts.
multiple.
Like I'm not trying to. Yeah, go for it.
Because I hate so many cunts, so I could like just sit there and like,
Just trying to think of who.
the ones when I first answered this question, I actually said two different artists, but I said it because I saw someone else say them, and I was like, yeah, I hate them too. Good one. First one was The Weeknd. I don't hate him, but I haven't liked any of his music since like 2012, maybe. I feel like he's just not who he used to be, and that's completely fine. His growth, it's not for me anymore. But like, and he seems like a nice guy. He's from Scarborough, but it's just, yeah, it's not my jam. I don't like any of his new stuff. My initial thoughts before recently was Party Next Door. Like, I really could
he's
never
one
understand.
For me. 100%.
Yeah?
He's one for me now. Anyway, I used to like only like one of his
I think it was
songs.
the other way around. his earlier stuff. I'm listening to it. I'm looking. It's like you're looking around the room. Like, are we all listening to the same thing? Like, this is not fucking
Yo,
good.
got one.
Okay, hold that.
I
I'll keep
just
going.
don't. I don't
Yes,
rate
sorry.
Party Next Door.
It's okay. Thank you for saying. So yeah, he doesn't like his newer stuff has been okay, but just like. A third one, which I don't even know if it actually comes under the category of everybody likes, but the fact that this individual has a career, Nav,
Oh yeah, 100%.
is just as Nate. The only way to put it, and Notious is the best way. He's the Nate B of music.
Oh,
Nate
my
B was
goodness.
the worst Australian rapper I've ever heard. This dude from our area who was horrendous, who only was out there doing stuff because he had friends. One of those situations where you put your friends on, but he was really bad. And this dude is that like Nav stuff is. I know he's a producer, so like, he gets away with more because he makes the beats too, and I think he's produced for some big names as well.
That's so
It's
crazy.
just
He's so bad.
I can't express the level of bad. Like as far as anyone in music of all time, I really don't think. I think Jake Paul deserves a career more than Nav.
Yeah, like
Oh,
That's how bad I
get
hate him.
it.
Like
Yeah,
I can't
he's
stand
really
Nav.
bad.
Like I
He's really
detest everything about what he says. It's one dimension. Even like Anthony Fantano, shouts to him. When he reviews Nav stuff, I
True.
always watch it because he shits on him, and it's beautiful to watch. So like Nav is just the worst. And then the other person was Meg Thee Stallion. I don't hate her. I think she's actually she seems like a lovely young lady. She's been through a lot. Her mom died. There was a many things. She's lost her family. She's been, she was shot. All this stuff. But honestly, like, can she put words in a rap? Yeah, she can do it. Can she do that consistently and tight over time? Absolutely. Does she have more than one flow? No. I think I've heard her one time change up the flow and it blew my mind because she didn't. She's the same flow. Does she talk about anything aside from her labia and her ass? No. Like, I honestly...
And being a hot girl.
Yeah,
and
and
all that
hot
sort of
girl.
shit,
I'm
being a-
so tired of
cheeky.
hearing about vagina. I don't want to hear about dicks either. I don't want to hear about vaginas. I get it. I want to hear about more than that. The music. I'm just, guys, please, like, think outside of your trousers. There's other things to rap about, and it's exhausting. It really is, like, at least mainstream rap. So everyone seems to love her. I really don't understand, aside from her physical appearance, why she has a career to the level that it is. When I don't believe she's made any songs. Like, WAP was a Cardi B song, if I'm not mistaken, anyway, which, good for them. Like, it was fun, but it wasn't brilliant. It was, like, it's zany and extreme. So it did well. Like, it's entertaining for wet-ass pussy. That's hilarious. So, like, of course it's going to do well. But the two of the biggest female rappers out there, right? Boom, boom. But anyway, yeah. Megan Thee Stallion, once again, I think she's a lovely person. Just, or I think so anyway. But I just can't understand. Nosh, you got one.
Crazy. That's so funny. Just to piggyback and sidestep off your Toronto hate path of cunts, I was going to chuck Tory Lanez in the bag there because I don't get it. He's absolute trash. Whenever we have to listen to his shit on Thingo, whenever his voice comes on, I'm like, who's this? And then I'll have to check what's playing and I'm like, oh, that's what he sounds like. Oh, that's right. I remember now. It's like fuck, it's so bad. Because like it doesn't match up, and it's like the same auto tune. It sounds like the Waves version of auto tune. It just sounds like extra computer Casio, and I just don't enjoy it. It's not fun to listen to. His rapping is better than his singing, but he's still trash, and that's like one of the ones that comes to mind. But yeah, that's
a good one. That's actually a really good one. It's fair enough.
Yeah, because I've heard people say, "No, he's good at fucking his R&B albums." I'm like, nah. There's like 5 songs that I probably half like, and mainly because he's rapping all the beats crack. So anyway,
fair.
That's it.
Like, well, his album is on the list today, so if we want to talk about that, we can.
Logic.
Oh yes.
Logic. No, I don't think anyone likes Logic though.
No, we can't be talking about him.
I feel like everyone. Who?
Lil Uzi.
Uzi is. I don't understand.
I think he's very popular as well. He's very
really popular.
Really popular. He's shit.
Yeah,
he's beyond shit.
Yeah, shout on him on my album too.
So
bad. I can't deal with it. Uzi is a real tough one to like. The EXO Tool Life song is catchy and stuff, but like I haven't.
That's the only one. Yeah.
That's it though. Craig says, anyone here Ninja's experience playing ball with Drake? Yes, that was hilarious.
Yes, that's amazing. On Vice. It was a Vice interview, I think. Yeah, that's so fucking funny.
Sean is saying Young Thug. That's a good one. He grew on me, but I understand. Do you know what? At first, I fucking wanted to. I couldn't stand it. And then I get it. I don't love him. I'm not going to seek out a Young Thug song or anything, but if he comes on, I'm not really mad at it. He's got like a unique thing going on. Sean also hates Cardi B. Fair call. She's funny to me.
Nice one.
I don't seek out her music.
It's really catchy. It is. If it's on, I don't hate it at all.
But that's what I'm saying. Same.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be like, yo, throw on some Cardi B, bro. Like,
true.
Definitely never say that. I don't hate her as much as when I first heard of her and stuff. I really enjoy how, like, honestly, just putting my fucking producer engineer hat. That's just usually how I listen to this crap anyway. Like, her vocals are exceptional. The beats usually are absolutely disgusting. So, like, from a creative point, listen to that shit is a real good benchmark to fucking, like, it's fire, dude. Like,
Cardi.
Some of that production and the production and the vocal and the mixing and the mastering is out of control. Like it's really, really something you can't be a cunt about. So yeah, other than like her when she came out, I didn't like her, but then totally grew on me. And then there's many other fuckheads that have modeled her shit and got worse. So I don't hate her as much anymore. It's funny how that happens.
Yeah, interesting. I like that.
Yeah,
that's good. See, growth. Tiff is saying Nav is the worst, objectively terrible music. Big facts. Jonathan saying no comment. I think you should comment though. We can talk shit, John, or tell Ruth to say it. We'll just pretend it's for her.
Trippie Redd.
Not Trippie Redd. What bangs with Trippie Redd? Heavy. No,
I do not, sir.
Not a big fan.
No, okay.
It's just really. There are some songs where I'm like, this guy's sick.
I'd say 30% good.
Yeah, 30% good. But like, 30% it's spectacular.
Melodies only.
Yeah,
occasional production.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the melodies are low. His melodies are great. I fuck with in that world of like he's not
mostly
a rapper.
fire.
Like he's
30%
in the same,
fire.
I think that's actually a fair estimate. He's in the world with like Juice WRLD and like the Kid Leroy and like those motherfuckers with the jump Post Malone.
Extension
like,
and shit.
No, Extentation was that, but he rapped more than he was in that world. They worked together and were friends and shit. But I feel like Trippie Redd doesn't really rap like that. It's almost exclusively singing melody stuff, melodic shit that I wouldn't really consider rap. Like it's just straight singing. It's like straight singing. There's nothing rap about it. It's just he's black. Like that's the only thing. It's making him categorize that. If not, it'd just be like pop or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always interesting.
Another one I don't like is Post Malone.
I can't stand Post
Malone. I think he's so shit. He's so shit. He's like what I think the way you speak about The Weeknd to me. That's what he's like to me.
Yeah.
He's so shit. But I love The Weeknd. Like I love The Weeknd. I think he's so sick. Like I think he's so sick. I even like his new shit. He's hard. Yeah, he's sick. I don't listen to him all the time. Like
but if it comes on, you're like,
I haven't listened to him in a while. It's sick.
It's just
I love The Weeknd.
There's a couple jams are alright, but like there's that I feel it coming. That's kind of cool.
The old jams.
Like, the old jams were the shit like High for This and like what's it called, Wicked Games and stuff. Fucking
all the new stuff. You're just talking about being on coke and having a nice time, but like I don't really bangs with coke, so it's not really what I want.
Tiff was pointing out something that he was saying recently. I forgot what it was, but she was like talking about the lyrics, and it was something like He's like, it sounds like he needed to leave LA. He said some shit. I hated here. All the girls look the same. They've all got the same procedures or something. And I didn't hear it. She was telling me because she listens to The Weeknd, but she does it on headphones, so I don't have to hear it. She knows how much I hate him.
The only part of The Weeknd that I bangs with, he writes his singing parts like raps. Because if you had it on other beats, if you speed it, I think it was if you speed it up, it sounds like a rap at like 88 or 90 ppm or something like that. It's like and then if you slow it down and put all the crazy reverb and shit, you get a Weeknd song. There's a bunch of meme videos I've seen, like someone says some random fucking phrase and then throws stupid reverb on it and makes a Weeknd song. It's actually
I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't seen the Weeknd version, but I've seen other artists' versions.
Yeah, his early stuff sound like if you speed it up, it's like rapping. So that's kind of when I was working at Yorkdale and shit like that back in the day. That was like, oh, okay, because like my mate and I, the manager of The Weeknd, someone that worked for EXO, came into Lids and gave us the DST, the EXO DST, to stitch on some hats for them for their like initial run for some shit. And so this co-worker of mine stitched it on a bunch of shit. So he's walking around with like EXO on his like hoodie and like a Blue Jays fitted with a fucking thing on it, which was not allowed, but he just did it. And it was just
cheeky rabbit. Fun
little side note to that.
I like that. I think Jack from Brims. He's in EXO. He's down with them. I saw a post the other day. Where it was, like, his birthday and stuff. And
he's in the background of a bunch of those photos. Yeah, I saw that too.
It's cool. Shouts to Jack. Good dude.
Yeah, lives across the street from me, mate.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I see him occasionally.
I love it. Ruth is saying, Ruth, I was just going to put you on blast. As in, like, you could say who John hates and then take the blame for it. That was all. Tiff is saying the song
being
is called
cheeky.
I Need to Escape LA or something. But yeah, he's just really doubled down on the cocaine and girls. It's always been drug music. That's true. That's why I'm sort of like, I'm not surprised. Just he hasn't moved on from anything. But do we have another question? Did you have a question there? She said.
For what do you reckon? Yeah, I had.
Keep pouring the beer. Hey now.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're very true. Sorry, these beautiful labels.
Yeah, I was gonna say, shouts to Rorschach, Maddie in the building. Look out for something coming soon. Little nice collab things. That was good. Woo!
Oh, so much. I have to sniff that up. I can eat it with a spoon. It's the Apparition Double Dry Hopped IPA.
Oh, you got me that.
7.3.
I have that, don't I?
Yeah, mate.
I could probably reach her.
Simcoe and Lotus. Let's go. Okay, so what's the thing that you miss the most about the normal times pre-COVID?
Crossing the border. Trader Joe's. Holidays.
So traveling?
Yeah, traveling.
Literally traveling.
Traveling is like the main thing. I don't think I missed too much.
Yeah.
Like
I
guess that was bro. That was kind of a gimme. That was a bad question.
I want to speak to all the time. So other than seeing people in person, it's traveling.
I didn't even care.
I used to not care, but now I do.
You do care?
Now I do. But I used to think I always speak to you guys anyway, so it's not
That's what I'm saying. But like, it feels like whatever.
I would prefer to chill with someone next to me right now. I don't know. Fair. But then, yeah, traveling is like the main thing, 110%. And I miss seeing things look normal. I feel like everything just looks so
bleak.
I think
Go to Florida.
Post-COVID now, well, what times we're living in now looks very different if we were to actually step outside I don't know, like last year, January times, step outside, I think there's a different vibe.
Totally.
I think everything's just very different. I don't know. Curfews annoying me now. I never used to care, but now curfews.
What are you trying to do after 8 o'clock in the middle of winter?
Go to the shops. Just do anything. Like, if I actually need to do something, I can actually go. Like, and I don't like the fact that I can't anymore. I used to not care, but now I'm just like, I'm get fed up.
It shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be alright.
Okay. Oh, that's fair.
Mans wants a random fucking ice cream at 10 p.m.
Yeah, what if I wanted that? That's the thing.
I don't know.
So what do you mean?
Uber Eats?
That's what I don't want to do. I hate spending money on Uber Eats. I hate it so much.
I don't mind. We don't get promo deals. Get the promo
that's the thing, you're lucky. I never get them.
Because you don't order enough.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a silver trap.
Yeah, it is. Trap. What do you miss, Nush?
Traveling was the first thing on my list, which is, I mean, a kind of a gimme, but anyway. So traveling, and the other one was just like meeting up with the random. So, you know, last summer and stuff like that, I'd just go for a ride and be like in an area, like, oh, blah 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 lives here. Give them a bell or a text, be like, yo, I'm out here. And then so all of a sudden you've got like 5-7 cunts and you're drinking at Trinity, because that's the most Trinity Bellwoods Park. That's the most central thing. So the random meetups, the I'm bored, I'm going to call some cunt and go to a pub and have a flight. Things like that. Just going to small inside things, which is nothing too real crazy. I guess traveling is definitely the number one, but otherwise just the small random meetups. I do enjoy those. They were always fun.
Okay.
Because like sometimes I get calls, sometimes I make calls, and it's just like I was doing some other shit that day, didn't plan it. It's like, bam, let's go do some fucking get a random sandwich and a dope beer at something I've never had, and then fucking watch the sunset and catch a cat.
That's a fair
Those
question.
things.
Craig is saying volleyball or beach volleyball, and Ruth is saying traveling. Traveling definitely.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah.
wanted to just add to that. What's the opposite? What is the shit you don't miss? Because I got way more things I don't. I can't even express how much this life is meant for me. Like I am good, bro. I don't need shit. It's so interesting. Like, do you guys? I'm so glad I don't have to do this anymore, or I can't do this anymore.
There's so many more. I think you're right. There's a lot of more positives at the moment. I mean, for the certain kind of like creative things that we do, most of them are revolved around a computer and inside and the internet and shit. So I've liked the same sort of things, getting used to getting all my shit more structured. But then I've actually had more time for physical activity and getting outside than before. So I kind of like, other than meeting up with people inside,
Right.
like I actually do prefer the way that things have been. Just money's a little tighter, and financially things that have been restructured and have to, get used to the new way of things. But yeah, it's kind of like it's had a lot more advantages. Yeah, it's a weird thing to think about actually.
But like, what are you? Okay, so to give you some examples, like I don't miss going to house parties. I don't miss going to beer festivals. I don't miss having to go to a brewery and then bump into someone I don't want to see. I don't miss, because I don't like that. If people see me in the street, I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to do my shit and come back. Like I don't want to do that. I don't like obligation. I don't like people being like, yo, what are you saying? Come out. Like I don't like to socialize. I don't really like it that much. I like to just be here. You like them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why this works for someone like me. But I didn't realize how much this, like, honestly, I never leave the house anymore. It's brilliant. And I love it. Only thing I miss is moving my body, like the walk and seeing stuff, which comes into like travel. I like to go for a walk in the neighborhood, and I want to go to Trader Joe's in Vermont. But I didn't miss nothing, and it's so interesting that, like, the curfew is probably annoying, but I'm like, I don't know, just do it during the day. So I just don't feel annoyed, or like, I'm so busy and everything's so stressful. I'm so tired. I don't have. Just like it's great.
Difficult.
There's no social obligation. Actually, you know what? One thing it would be cool is to have people over, like Rich and other people, to help me drink through the beer, because of what I was talking about before.
Another thing I miss is I know you guys don't bang to sports, but live sports. Going to watch football.
Oh, concerts. That's a good one.
Concerts
I do
is
miss
good.
concerts. I really enjoy concerts. That's a good
That's
point.
cool. But like live sports, I miss going to watch Arsenal play and shit, or go like if it wasn't like the pandemic, I probably would have gone to see the Raptors play and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I would
true.
have 100%
That's true.
gone.
Sometimes
so.
they come here.
Oh,
They do like exhibition
actually,
games.
yeah.
Yeah, they go to Belson.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
But yeah, like shit like that.
yeah.
That's all it is.
That's definitely.
But I think
a
that's
shame.
slowly coming back.
Yeah,
that
they'll-
specific thing is slowly coming back.
slowly. It won't be the same for a while, but yeah, it's
It'll
in
be like a reduced size regardless.
definitely.
Only for
Going to a
like,
concert like
60.
fucking freaks me out. Like thinking about some of the venues that I've gone to before to see hip hop shows and shit. Like being so close to cunts now, like I don't know, man.
That's
that'd
why
be
about
weird.
beer
'cause,
festivals.
like,
Yeah, exactly. Imagine that. You got all these
yeah,
people.
and they're like, the beer festivals especially, because like imagine, because they some people that pour shit, they the foam touches the nozzle on the thing. No one cleans the fucking nozzle.
They're
How many-
touching your top of your
fucking-
glass with their hands. Who have touched the
all
million
kinds of
things all
stuff. So
day.
beer festivals will be weird. I don't know, man. That's kind of freaky. But concerts, like I don't know, because like some of the places, super small and you get mad sweaty and just like claustrophobic and you're breathing all every cunt sweat and like that's just like kind of crazy because like I noticed when I walk down the street just to go get something from the corner store, like people will avoid me by 6-8 feet. Some cunts will even cross the street, like
You've mentioned
especially
this
in the
multiple times, so this
earlier
point-
days.
That doesn't bother. If someone did that, I'm like, cool, thank you. It saved me doing it.
I don't. That
You
doesn't
don't
bother
like
me
it?
at all. I'm just saying,
Oh,
like,
okay.
no, that's fine. That's fine. If someone wants to walk away from me, then sweet. Like, I will give a little. If someone walks close to me, I'll give them a little something. I'm not gonna,
Oh, you
I'll hold my
move,
breath.
okay.
If anything, if they're fucking not wearing, if they're not wearing a mask and shit, I'm gonna be like, all right, peace. But like, if they're wearing a mask and we're like just walking by each other, like nothing's gonna happen. But like,
True.
I know some cunts are fucked, so gotta be careful, mate.
Yeah, it's a strange thing. It's a mix. Mans are yapping here. Tiff is saying, she misses brunch patios. That's a good one because multiple times on the weekends I woke up. I'm like, I'd love to go for brunch right now because we never went out for dinner. We only went out for brunch. So that was always dope. And Vermont, she misses. Yeah, Vermont is honestly
all the limited hours of all the shops.
Yeah, that is kind of annoying, right?
That's whack.
Yeah, that is whack. She's like, I like having to not go to parties ever again. I'm not gonna lie. Bless you. Yeah, I just don't like obligation and people expecting us to go places, and I don't like. I don't know. I just don't like it. It's weird. I would just much rather be like go to be with anyone, a couple people at someone's house, but not like 30 people I don't know at someone. That's like the worst possible situation for me. It was like a room full of people I don't know. Bless you. Like I hate that. Test it. Just like I like intimate dinners, which is why I like your place, Ruth. Ruth says I don't miss distractions, and I do agree with that. Distractions are really what so many things were, and I've been so much more productive and got so much more done, and I've been healthier the last year because I haven't traveled and been anywhere, and I haven't been interacting with people where you just naturally spread germs and shit. Yeah. She's like, I miss seeing you guys in real life. Tiff misses shows. Yeah, miss seeing friends and family definitely in that, and miss y'all too, Ruth, for real. Craig's like, introverts stand up. Yeah, I'm heavy. You don't realize how much of an introvert until I keep seeing everyone complain. I'm like, what are y'all complaining about? This is lit. So I don't realize, like you say, everyone says they're an introvert, and I've been planning for this my whole life. I'm like, nah, fam, we've been doing this shit for pushing 6 years now. Like, this is like how we do, but with obligations. And now people are like, sorry, fam, COVID. That's the greatest excuse because no one pushes back. It will die out eventually, then I need a backup excuse once COVID is. Do you know what? Like, do you know what the best thing as well? I realized, like, Tiff was like, I was perfectly positioned for the pandemic. Exactly. So was I. Like, if it wasn't for the pandemic, this podcast wouldn't have happened, though, because I would have wanted to do it in person. Because I only ever did podcasts in person. I hated this way. But this has grown on me so much. Like, I love this. I feel like everyone's used to it. It's okay if there's little technological issues because it happens to everybody. Like when I do the other podcast, like you and me did one last week. It's great. We had these guys in from Vancouver. So you're in Toronto, I'm in Montreal. The brewery's in Vancouver. They sent us the beer. We all drink the same beer. We had a fantastic conversation. 2 pairs of brothers who were working together creating.
That was a ripper.
But like, that gives me the same satisfaction. I get the exact same satisfaction from doing that and connecting with them. For people I don't know, I still keep them on the phone for 3-4 hours because we're chatting on this and just having a good time, and it's great. And I'm building this network and these relationships with people virtually. I'm like, it's not that much different than if you're sitting there and sharing a beer at a bar. Like, but it's easier because you know what you do when you finish? You fucking turn the computer off, turn the camera off, and fucking go to bed. Like, it's so much easier rather than like, all right, now I gotta back it up. Did I get the B-roll? Did we get the thumbnail? Fuck, now I'm gonna call a new back. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a whole thing. Whatever. I'm just a whinging ass bitch. Ruth says, she's like, I'm laughing. It's a pandemic. She enjoys that. Use that one, Ruth. It's my favorite. Craig says, handshakes, kisses, cheek kisses. Nope. British fam and their drunk kisses on the cheek. Nope. That's the other thing. Handshakes. Well, remember Tommy Gunn's note? She used to say, touch my hand, touch my hand, touch my hand when we're shaking hands. It was like his joke.
Oh, yeah.
And like in hindsight, when you're thinking about the hand touching, it's gross. Like, you don't know what someone's been doing with their hands. And now, like, you're watching, like the only person we see in person is Dan right here because he lives in the building. And then none of us go anywhere or see anybody. You don't know anyone except us. So. Yeah. Well, you got one homie, but, like, you see her outside, so it's fine. Like, you know, like, it's the handshake when you see anybody. And I actually, do you know what? I see people all the time because beer people come and drop beer off. I don't always get it shipped. So I always see people. So maybe I don't realize that I need the in-person stuff, but I'm satiated by those 10-minute conversations in the lobby when they're giving me some beer. Interesting.
One thing about that I defo miss is the fact I won't see COVID everywhere I go. I go on YouTube, suggested COVID. Go turn on ATV, COVID. Go on Google, go on Twitter, go trending, COVID. You just refresh your Twitter feed, and there will be one feed about COVID. 100%. So
you're over that.
Overseeing that. Yeah. It's just
yeah, I'm tired of seeing. I guess we got like that pandemic. What's it called? Exhaustion. Whatever. You just seen it so much. It's just nonstop. We're just like, we need a break from it. All that said, though, like I would like things to be back to normal, but I think a lot of us will adopt a lot of the things that we've been, doing here, like obviously the masks. I don't know how I'll probably go back to dapping people, but I don't think I'll go back to like the handshakes and stuff like we used to. Unless straight away we're like, put some sanitizer, bro, boom, 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 right
I think that'll be quite normal, I guess. Just wash your hands straight away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But there's almost like, isn't it weird? Like, hey, touch my hand. You say, hey, man, what's good? And then you're like,
yeah, I get you.
Like who do I see shaking hands and stuff? When what was I watching? And people were shaking hands. Something like like videos of how like everything in Florida or Atlanta is open. Like people in the clubs.
Oh yeah, that's disturbing.
Oh, they're gonna. This shit's never ending because of those people for sure. But yeah, like I feel like there's gonna be a lot of stuff. I feel like now we can wear masks and stuff all the time. I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. Shit like that, but. Yeah, it's interesting. We can go on this about all night. It's 1 hour 20. Do you want to run through the music real quick and just do our top 10 or whatever? And
totally can. I'm gonna go for a fucking quick nose blow if that's all right, mate.
Yeah, mate. I'll let Daniel go first. Daniel can go his music. You alright? Alright, Dad. Good week. Big week in tunes.
Week. Like I thought it was really good.
Yeah, there's some really slappity slappers. Oh man, I missed a couple things.
What'd you miss?
Scissor. Funk Flex, Joyce Wrice. Damn it, mother bitch.
Oh, that Joyce Wrice thing was hard.
Was fire?
Yeah,
mother fuck. I went through this list and I didn't hit them all. I mean, and I was watching them, but then anyway, please continue.
My actual top 10 is definitely the Joyce Wrice thing with Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs has a sick verse, and Joyce Wrice has she's just sick on the hook. She's so sick.
I heard it.
You must have heard it, surely.
I think it was. I think I wrote it down, and then Brad put the video in there, or you put the video. Yeah, I think it was just the audio. I think I must have heard the audio.
I listened to the audio.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. But, like, it was sick. Freddie Gibbs is so good. He's so versatile. Like, he's actually a sick rapper.
Good. I'm happy for him.
So good. My other one, 110% is the Stormzy, Yao Tog, and Kwesi Arthur.
Are they from Ghana?
They're from Ghana.
That's
and they have their own drill scene in Ghana.
Okay, and they're like the big mans.
It's insane. I don't really know who they are. My friends know who they are. So I have loads of Ghanaian friends, but they know who they are. And they were like, have you guys seen this Ghanaian drill thing? And I was like, what? And like, I didn't think it was big. And then they showed me Stormzy jumped on the track. I was like, this is insane. Like, it was just so good. Everything about it is sick. It's just crazy how drill's like that big now.
Yeah.
So crazy. What next? Drake's Scary Hours too. That was hard.
Drizzly. We're talking about that Drizz.
Yeah, I thought all three songs were sick. The first one was decent. It's growing on me though. I thought it was good. What's next is The other two are sick. Even though I just said I don't really like Lil Baby. Lil Baby's verse is so good in that song. And the one with Rick Ross is insane. Yeah, it's like so sick. Yeah. So good.
Drizzles. On your drizzles.
Gonna put Dan on camera, mate.
Nah, man.
Get his mug on.
Oh, do you want to? What you want? You want to see? You want to see Pretty Dan?
That means I have to move.
I mean, if he's gonna be talking for a minute, you might as well chuck his mug on, eh?
We just have to move.
It's up to Dan.
We can just.
Too much effort.
Too much stretching.
I want to see you fucking curly whites, mate.
Do you just move my mouth so it feels like I'm down?
Beautiful to sing.
All right. Denzel Curry and Kenny Beatz, that unlocked 1.5 EP.
Did it work?
Cats are fucked.
110% worked.
Okay.
But it was
fully worked. Lols were high on that one. That was good.
They were high. And like you'll see, I'm not the biggest fan of Denzel Curry, but I know he's like he's a good rapper, I know.
Yeah, he's great.
But like I don't really bang for all his music, but this tape was sick. Well, I was surprised how good it was. Very surprised. The soundtrack for the music
Biggie
inspired by Biggie. Yeah, I've listened to all of it before, but like I feel like now listening to it again, I really underrated Biggie like big time.
Really?
Like big time. I used to think that Tupac was clear of him regardless of what he could do.
No, Biggie is a better rapper.
Biggie,
sure.
110%, he's a better rapper. But it's like I'm very surprised at how good it really is. Like I know he's sick, but I don't remember him being that sick. Like that song "Give Me the Loot" was like one of my favorite songs of all time, and like the thing with Eminem and
big
that,
tune.
So sick. I don't know, but I feel like I just always underrated him, and I think it's so sick, so sick. Next one is the Tyler Creator thing. It was weird, but it was just cool. It was just weird, zany like Tyler Creator is.
What was it called?
Tell Me How was a commercial.
Coke. Right?
Yeah, Coca-Cola thing. But like it was just cool. I think he's just dope. I think he's hard. He just pause. But yeah, straight sick. And what else? There's definitely something. Oh, what was it called? I think it's Black Rock. Is that the one?
Oh,
yeah, by Mello Music Group. That was sick. I don't know who they are, but that's.
They're just like a label. I don't know why they named it that. It was them and who was on it? Wasn't a big cool
Stallion, Joel Ortiz.
Stallion, Joel Ortiz. Yeah, that was cool. But yeah,
sick.
they just release music through them. It's like having a single by the movement fan type of thing.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, that's my top top this week. But yeah, it was all sick though. Everything was so good.
I like that. Nosh dog, big notion baby.
Doggity dog, nosh doggy, diggle, diggity, siggy, diggy. Out here, my favorites: Jack Harlow's Tiny Desk. That was amazing. Cunt's a legend. Amazing live band. New feels to the songs. He carried himself really well, and he owned that set. He's probably my favorite young act. Probably what in the top 5 to top 10 Tiny Desks I've seen for sure. Excuse me. That was really good. If you haven't seen it, check her out. Jack Harlow also had a single, Route 66 featuring ESTG.
Do you know who ESTG
it's not bad. No, is that a click?
MGK's click, yeah.
Oh, okay,
MGK.
cool.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad. Like, it's very Drakey. He had loads of bars and flow was clean, kind of like Big Seanish. Yeah, the G dude's kind of like, dope Southern drawl, cool voice. Like, I didn't hate it. It was cool. That was cool. Bruno Mars, Anderson.Paak, like Silk Sonic, Leave the Door Open. That was golden. Like, I adore, love, and admire those two. Can't even. So that was super good. Drake's Scary Hours was amazing. I love that. Initially, I just couldn't get around like the vocal mix. I was just trying to figure out what was going on. It was just like different than other. It wasn't just like, anyway, thick pause, whatever. Like, there's a whole bunch of things going on. So I had to listen through speakers and the iMac. So that was cool. It's short and good. I listened to it 3 times over the week. Really cool, really weird. The Tory Lanez Playboy, I just can't rock with Tory, as I told you earlier. I hate that. I fucked your bitch and all this shit, like semi-ratchet relationship over and over again topics. I just can't rock with it. So I had to just put that out there. I just wasn't a fan of that one.
Okay.
The Young Gravy and Lil Wayne, that was the weakest shit ever. Huge thumbs down.
Yeah.
Had to just put that out there too. Obviously, I had to speak about your boy JB. Hold on.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
Just give me a second. Let me air this one out quickly. So I want to say there was an epic start and super lols when the song dropped, because like the start's like a movie, right? There's obviously Cunt's got the budget and everything's good. He can do a little bit of acting and whatever. He gets the whole crew together. It's the thing. And then the song dropped. I literally died. In my notes, I have lols when the song drops. Ha 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 ha. Then he robs a bank? Question mark. A whole bunch of exclamation points and question marks. Then it goes back to the same lame pop jingle. Ha 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 ha. Like, that's my notes for the song. Okay. It's ridiculous. Like I told you, man, I bangs with Beebs, the cunt. Okay. I want to have a drink and a smoke with him, but I don't like his music. And portions of the video are cool, but then the song was just cheeseball. Your Tog, Stormzy, and Kwesi Arthur joint. That was well odd. Yeah, Stormzy was sick. Everyone smashed it. The subtitles helped in some bars because I was like, a little quick. Tyler the Creator, that was that weird Coca-Cola commercial that was super random. D-Smoke's basketball. Fucking hell, that's a good movie, that.
Yeah, that's good.
That was okay. Kind of Wale-ish. Different for D-Smoke. It wasn't as banging as usual. The Denzel Curry Kenny Beatz thing, the Unlocked 1.5, that was super weird and long. I didn't realize there was like an acting thing going on. I like Kenny Beatz' production. There was some dope spots and bars by Denzel, but it was like the weird acting bits and the story was just kind of a bit too much. I was also cooking, so I couldn't really Anyway, Merkules and Twista thing was interesting because Merkules is trying to be super commercial and get his hook game down, so didn't really hate on that one. Twista snapped. That was actually a really good feature. The Mello Music, Stallion, Joel Ortiz, Black Rock song, that was his bars all around. The Ray Black and Giggs song, like I like Ray Black, but Giggs is just absolute the Nate B of the 40-plus-year-old UK grime cunts just aren't good. Yeah. And Tech Luciano, one of our homies from Montreal, had a song called Foot of the Neck. That was dope. Different style for him than I know of him, but I rocked with that one. That was cool. And then was it Kamau?
Kamau, I think, yeah.
Kamau, Adeline and Masego had a Mango remix. That was funky soul shit. That was cool.
Yeah, that was great.
That was like 15, sorry, but that was...
That's all right. Just run through it, really.
The week that was.
Okay, good one. I mean, obviously, I'm going to start with Beatz. You know what it is.
Oh,
First single, album dropping next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here, you know, the Belieber. I think it's next week, the 19th. What week is it? Oh, it's next Friday. Excuse me. That means there might be another drop this week, or we're going to let Hold On marinate for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Look, to be honest, I didn't bang
I'm excited for you, dude.
Thanks, man. I was just wanted me and Rich. Shouts to Rich, is our video director, good friend. Him and I banged with Biebs pretty heavy. You know, Rich is my Biebs.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Homie. No, he doesn't understand real music. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, shots fired. We need a shotgun sound.
We do.
So look, yeah, it was a little late. Everything you said was right. The way that came into some dance pop fucking song, and like then the video
didn't fit, mate. Just didn't fit.
Girlfriend was like dying of cancer, and he robbed the bank to pay for her shit. Well, it was a bit like whatever, but it's Beeb, so I bangs with it. So I gotta shut up and just roll. Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a diehard. You know, I live for this shit, bro. I fucking live.
I'm a thug. I'm a diehard.
Jonathan is saying stop. I'm a thug. Yeah, exactly. Jonathan, I'm not gonna stop. Beebs is the god. Okay, yeah, the Jack Harlow Tiny Desk, really enjoyed that. That was great. Bruno Mars, Anderson.Paak, that was super funky. I really enjoyed that one. I didn't check the video, but that was a great joint.
Super good.
What else? Yeah, the Drake Scary Hours, man. We listened to that probably 3 times as well, actually, because it was so short. And because it's like, I was saying to Tiff, it's like, this isn't fair. Like, because it's Drake or Biebs or whatever, I'll listen to that shit like 3-4 times. Everything else, you barely get one listen. And it's really not fair. Yeah. So I was like, no, this is what people do to us, I get. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Drake. I'm like, no, I need to soak this up. I need to hear what he's saying. The thing about the Drake thing, and I agree, I've heard other people say this.
That's what it is.
It is, right? It's not fair. I've heard people say, and this, I felt it was like, it was cool. Like, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't shit. Like, the Lemon Pepper with Rick Ross was great. But it was like, I've heard him do this before. It's almost like there's a lack of growth in the same way that that we were just criticizing other people for not growing, like Weeknd or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know what he needs to do to please us to make us feel like he is growing or changing or whatever. But it's the same shit. I'm like, I guess he's only speaking about what he's living through, which none of us can possibly understand. So of course it's about not trusting this chick, and then like everyone's trying to come for you. And you never know who's your real friend, and then I've got this much money, but like I don't know what else is he gonna talk about. It's what he lives. Like he's not fake like that. So
he talked about like ordering a lemon pepper water, and like you have to have fucking like a whole bunch of shit for that to even happen. It's like all right, mate, all right.
Yeah, it's just fancy rich shit. Like I don't know.
Someone said that Drake raps like he's sending like a long argument like text. Like you know when you beef your girl, it's just like a long text. Apparently that's how he raps. That's what people will say.
Okay, if you actually think about it.
I'll go a video. I'll show you. Okay. People literally just read it like it's Drake.
I want to see that.
Okay,
Group message that one, buddy.
100.
Yeah, we'll do that after. That's amazing. But yeah, overall I like it, and I think he needed to do it because he cock teased the album end of last year. Then he said January. Now he's saying the summer.
Yeah, some leak thing.
Yeah, this will tie people over and shit. I actually got the leak. Someone gave it to me. My boy sent it to me, and by the time I got to it that evening, it was already taken down. So I missed out on what it was. But my friend, I think it was like mostly nothing too crazy. What else we got here? Yeah, the Stormzy remix, bro. Like the sick. Stormzy's verse was brilliant. Like Big Mac on the remix, I love that. It was so sick. Bangs with Stormzy so heavy.
Me too.
That was cool because I didn't realize when I listened to it, I watched the video afterwards because shouts to Sean, he sent it to me as well. And I already heard it. But I was like, let me hear it again because I wanted to hear Sean, and I liked that it had the subtitles and Then I realized, because we just thought the other two dudes were just shit. But I'm not now. They're just young kids from Ghana who, it's a different, you can't even compare it. It's different, different thing. What else was cool? Yeah, D-Smoke was always good. The Denzel Curry thing was hella weird. I think the Unlock thing is some sort of genius level production where, if I'm not mistaken, it was them entering a video game and stuff. And it was like this whole thing, and this was a remix version or something of it. So I think without the visuals that come with it, it doesn't have the same impact of the music itself. It just reminded me, Nosh, when you said that you heard the acting, I'm like, yo, it was a story. Like, I forgot about that. So
yeah,
I found it really annoying. I turned it off. Like, I couldn't listen to it. So that was cool. Shouts to WRLD McCoy, the homie. He dropped like an instrumental song called One Flew Over Paradise.
Couldn't find that.
Oh, you couldn't find it? Probably just on
That was dope, eh?
Yeah, it was cool. Usually it was just what you'd expect from WRLD rap.
Dope.
Merkules, Twista, cool. Good on him, man. Merkules is making moves, always working with him. We did the song with the game, like doing some working with some big cats. So good for him, man. I like the story. I like the growth with that kid. What else was dope? Tech Luciano, obviously. Shouts to Tech. He's the man. Happy for him. That's coming out good. The Kamau, Adeline, and Masego joint. Super fire. Another one that nobody mentioned was Benny the Butcher did a song with Mayhem Lauren and Ice Rocks called Red Presidents. It was sick. Benny is the god.
Benny was cool.
Yeah,
as
the rest
usual.
of it was cool, but just wanted to always want to mention whenever I hear Benny. It was a slapper.
True.
Last thing, shouts to my boy Cam. He passed me the new Chance the Rapper song called The Heart and the Tongue. I watched the video for it. I'm not going to lie, I was just shitting on Chance on Twitter, like today or yesterday, and he got mad. He was like, yo, like, he understood, because I was like, look, it's just not for me. I can't fuck with him. Everyone knows the Big Day was whack as fuck. But this was, like, not shit. Couldn't believe it. I'll even message him. I was like, because I was just, not arguing with him on Twitter, but just saying how bad it was.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's worth listening to be like, if this is what he's coming with now, it has to be good. Like, the bars were sick, like, on point. And it had also the lyrics written up on the screen, which I really like. I actually sent this to Rich as an idea for something I want to do. Really liked it. I was like, wow, I don't fuck with Chance, but I like this song. So definitely worth checking out. Tiff is saying apparently the Dropbox link made him drop the 3-pack. Not surprised. So yeah, Tiff, Josh sent that to me and I missed it. That was all it was. He sent it to me during the day. I was like, cool. I opened it from my computer. I was like, yeah, I'll check it out tonight. And by the time I checked it, it was empty. So fucked up. Man's fucked up. But that's about it, boys. That's it for this week. You know what I'm saying? We're about 136.
Big week in music, mate.
Yeah, it was a long one. It was a slapper. So look, only 2 more weeks, guys, until Justin Bieber drops the album. So hopefully everyone can be patient and wait
been
that.
So patient.
You know what I'm saying? So stay strong.
Steaming for a Biebs tune.
No, can't wait. No, where can everyone find you online when you're waiting for Bieber?
Mate, at Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At IllNote Studios on Instagram and Facebook. IllNoteStudios.com. Holla at your fucking boy. What about you, young Dan?
Dan Johnson on Instagram and Twitter, and gaming things, on Instagram and Twitch. HTFGXMING. Come follow at me. Watch me playing it.
Yeah, and man's just streaming on Twitch.
Streaming on Twitch, HTFGXMING.
You know what I'm saying? Dan's out here trying to get his Twitch game out. If you're on Twitch and you like video games, you want to see man's play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's just talking funny out here in Canada. You know what I mean?
I just got Twitch set up on my side. I'm same thing at Notion Baby on Twitch. If you want to add that to my stream of fucking fuckery, I've got it set up fully. Thanks to Dan fucking letting me know, and I just tweaked it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Great. Mm-hmm. What are you gonna be streaming?
I'm going to be streaming production and mixing and mastering live on the Spotters.
Love it.
And then I'm going to put those videos on YouTube and then feed them to the funnels.
Love it. Smart. It's so genius. I remember talking about it last week. You moved on that real fast, so good on you, man. It's great. I'm excited for you. I think it's easy because you're already doing it, and it's right there.
Sweet as.
Jonathan is telling me to stop, but I think what he means is stop talking about Biebs because he just can't wait. John can't wait, and he's like, why are you teasing me? Sees John's laughing because he knows, and he's just like, I can't wait for Biebs. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, we need to.
He loves it, JB.
Yeah, he loves it. You know what we need to do, Notion? Thumb easy.
All right, 1 sec. Get you fucking. I'm gonna get a little perps. There you go.
There you go. Ready? Boom. All right, and you guys can catch me at CWFOR, Twitter and Instagram. You can't find me on Twitch because fuck that. What else do we say? We say thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell.
Ding!
So you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at The Movement Fam everywhere. We go live every Monday, somewhere between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern. Yo, another thing it's either this week or next week is fucking daylight. I think it's this week coming, daylight savings.
Oh, snap.
I can't wait. John's saying get the fuck out of here because he can't wait. I know he can't wait for both Daylight Savings and Justin Bieber's album coming the 19th. You know what I'm saying?
Both of them.
Let's get it. I think it's
So
called
exciting.
Justice. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Oh.
Everybody, thank you everyone for tuning in. John, Ruth, Craig,
Thank you.
Sean. I'm not sure if I missed anybody, but y'all were
All the beautiful kids.
dropping gems tonight, guys. I appreciate y'all. It makes it so much more fun. I really love it when everyone's chatting and having fun
Fully
with
does.
it. So thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Love you guys. Catch cans.
Peace.
Catch your cans. Oh, catch your can. Oh, catch your can. Catch your can. Catch your can. Yeah, catch your can. 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 Catch your can.